Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm doing things a little bit different. There is going to be a voiceover, but this voiceover is going to be all about a tag that I'm going to do, and that is the mom tag. Now usually I'll kind of explain what I do, the products I use, etc. But like I said, I wanted to be different and do the mom tag, and I saw Rian Gibson do it, I believe is how you say her name. And yeah, she did this back in May, and I just thought it was a really cool tag. I've been a mom now for a little over a year now, so I thought it'd be fun to do this way too. If you are new to my channel, you can kind of get to know me a little bit better. So if you like these kind of videos, give them a thumbs up, and let's get started. Alrighty, so question 1, favorite mom hack. I can't really say I have a mom hack, but there are definitely some things that I like to have in my life that have made my life much easier. So 1, I love the audio keyboard, not necessarily version, what is the word I'm thinking of, but the audio button on my keyboard on my phone. It makes life so much easier when my hands are full and I can just voice what I want to text, if that makes any sense, without calling them and interrupting their day. This way they can read the message when they get a chance, or maybe they've messaged me and my hands are full to kind of text back. I can just turn on the microphone and voice, like talk and say what I want to say. The other 2 hacks, or I guess products that I love using, and I'm gonna go more into detail in the future on products that I love, and that is my umbrella I got, and I will post pictures on the screen. This umbrella I got from Amazon, and it was part of a Secret Santa gift that I got at Christmas time, and it is amazing. It has a hook on the end of the handle, and it just makes my life so much easier on rainy days. I can hook it onto my wrist, and it's not going to fall or slide while I have my daughter in my other arm. And I really like it. I never thought I was going to use it, but let me tell you, when you have a kid and you have to walk into a building and it's pouring rain out, now obviously I don't wish to bring my daughter anywhere when it's pouring rain, but she does attend school, and like, it happens sometimes, so it has definitely come in handy on those rainy days when I need to protect her and myself and get us into the building. The other hack that I wanted to tell you about is similar, and that is another hook device, but it attaches to my grocery cart, and it's not necessarily, you can attach it to other things, but that's what I use it for. I'll hang out my grocery bags, or sometimes if the bag I'm bringing is not too heavy, that has like her diapers and things like that, I will hook it up to that as well, and it just frees up my grocery cart so I can put more groceries in it, and I don't have to worry about her diaper bag taking up half of the grocery cart. So those are definitely the 3 items that I feel like I use all the time, and yeah, basically anything I can use to have my hands free is amazing. Alrighty, question number 2, most embarrassing mom moment. I can't really think of anything that's been too embarrassing. The only thing I can think of is when she was, I don't even know if she was a month old. We were at Shoppers Drug Mart. Shout out to anybody who knows what Shoppers Drug Mart is or have been there, but we were checking out and she just started screaming and crying, and so I let my husband finish checking out and I brought her into the car, and I felt like everybody was looking at me. I don't think anybody was, but it was just one of those moments, you know, new mom, and you're just like, I hope nobody's looking at me as my kid is crying and I have no idea why. Question number 3, what part of the day do you love the most? Probably either when I get home from work or when I wake up in the morning. Those have got to be some of my favorite moments. The other moment I can think of is when I get to bring her home on my lunch break and I get to put her to bed. I just think it's so cool that I live close enough to work that I can come home and my lunch break is an hour, so I can spend some time with her, whether it's putting her to bed or if she's awake, I get to cuddle her and hang out with her for a little bit before I have to go back. Question number 5 is, question number 4 is the part of the day you like the least, and it's probably bedtime, and that's only because sometimes you never know, she can be happy and then next thing you know, she's done. It doesn't always happen, but it can, and you know, you're trying to quickly change your diaper or something and just hurry up and get her ready for bed. Doesn't always happen. This very rarely happens because I try to get her diaper ready and her ready for bed basically an hour before her bedtime, just in case for whatever reason she's exhausted earlier than I expect. But definitely those moments where she's just so tired and you didn't expect it and you're kind of not prepared. So that I'd have to say is my least favorite. Question number 5 is the worst thing someone said to me when I was pregnant. I can't think of the worst thing someone said to me when I was pregnant, but I can think of some moments where people had touched my stomach and I didn't appreciate it at all. It is my body and I just didn't feel comfortable with people touching my belly, especially if I'm not that close to them. Everybody who's pretty close to me had always asked, and that I don't mind. But when people come up to me and just like rub my belly, that bothered me so much. I never would say anything, but it was like really like, this isn't your body to touch. So I don't really have like anything someone said, but that was like my worst moment being pregnant. Number 6, baby names we didn't agree on. We didn't agree on a lot of baby names, and I will leave that video down below. I did a video and I think it's 10 or 12 baby names we love but won't be using, so I'll definitely link that down below. But basically that goes over every baby name we didn't agree on. Number 7, do you co-sleep? Nope, and I will leave it at that. Number 8, something you bought but never used. I really didn't like, I used everything. Honestly, I did. Maybe not for a long period of time because they grow so fast, but I honestly can say I used everything from my baby registry or everything I bought. Something I didn't use a lot was her bumbo chair, as we didn't go out a lot, but it did come in handy when we did. And the other item we didn't use a lot but came in handy when it did was her drooling bibs. She's actually teething right now, and so she has been drooling a lot, but she wasn't a big drooler when it came to teeth, so I honestly can't say that we got use out of a lot of her teething bibs, but it did come in handy during those small periods of time. Let's see. Number 9, 3 hospital bag must-haves. Snacks, and more snacks. I feel like I used everything in my bag. I wish I would have brought my body pillow. I found it very uncomfortable to sleep in the beds, and I had a C-section, so that was kind of uncomfortable as well. And I just felt like I was hungry. I felt bad for the nurse and my husband because I was always making them buy me snacks, and it's not always cheap in the cafeteria, and I can't leave to go down into the cafeteria, so I had no idea what I wanted, what I was going to like, and I basically had to like leave it into their hands. So pack as many snacks as you can, or have somebody bring you snacks. Like, you know, if you've got visitors coming, ask them if they can pick you up something, because I felt like I was so hungry after having Elizabeth, and yeah, I just wish I would have brought more snacks. So yeah, I mean, other than, like, to me, everything else, you know, is basic clothes, toiletry items, things like that. I don't know, there wasn't anything that I wish I would have, like, there's nothing I can say that's like a must-have. Like, those to me are basics, and then pack lots of snacks. Alrighty. Are you a routine mom or go with a flow mom, and what does bedtime look like? So I'm a little bit of both. I do think it's so important to have a routine, but I also know that sometimes life happens and you can't always have a routine, and you have to be a little bit flexible. So I'm pretty good about that. I don't think I'm too stern, but yes, I definitely have a routine, and as of right now, bedtime is 7 o'clock, 6:30 I should say. I start getting her ready, we turn on our essential oils, and get her in her jammies, read some stories, and put her to bed. And if you want a really in-depth look as what our nighttime routine looks like, I will also link that down below. Question 11, what type of labor did you have? What pain relief did you choose? Let's see. So I had an induced labor. I had gestational diabetes, so I was considered high risk, and they didn't want me going past my due date. So I got induced, and I ended up getting sick. Her heart rate was going up, and I got stuck at like between 6 and 7 centimeters. So I ended up having an emergency C-section. And before that, I had my epidural. And yeah, that was question 11 for you. Question number 12 is, have you ever been mom shamed? I had some people in my life that was shockingly, I felt like judged me. It wasn't intentional, but it was like, you don't live with us, you don't know what's going on 24/7, so like I don't appreciate the comments. And it was people that kind of surprised me, but I'll just say that. Number 13, the biggest challenges you face since becoming a mom. Ooh, oh, there's so many, I feel like. I don't know. I think the biggest challenges is, you do the best to understand what they're trying to get at and to try to tend to their needs, but sometimes it can be frustrating when you don't know what they want. Number 14, the best bit of advice you've ever been given. Biggest piece of advice you could give to a new mom, and don't compare. Honestly, go with your gut, but at the same time, don't be close-ended to, advice. You have to remember that there are people that have been moms before you, but at the same time, you know your baby best, and yeah, I feel like that's all I have to say about that. Number 15, who's your mom crush and who do you take? I don't know if I have a mom crush because, nobody's life is perfect, and you don't truly know everybody's life. Like, unless you live with somebody, you really don't know what they're going through and what their life is. So I can't really have a mom crush because, I could say, oh, so-and-so looks like they have it all together. They're so inspiring. But everybody has their issues, everybody has their problems. So I can't really say I have any mom crushes or anybody I look up to. Yeah, to be honest. And who do I take? Anybody who's a mom. Whoever wants to do this video, definitely go check it out. I will type up all the questions in the description box down below so you guys can read them and use them for your videos. I hope you enjoyed this kitchen clean with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.